Hi, I'm Imogen Taylor, and during lockdown I've been getting up to a lot of art and printing.
Hi, my name is Cameron Rowland and I'm a filmmaker from Buxton, Derbyshire.
Hi, I'm Polly Bartles and I'm 18 and this is the piece of work that I have created during lockdown.
Hello, my name's Jude O'Connor and this is a piece that I finished for my arts coursework at the start of lockdown. This piece I'm really pleased of. I had a lot of inspiration from a multitude of artists. I had inspiration from an artist called Minty Sainsbury who grabs buildings, and what she does with them, which I think is really clever, is she cuts them out and then she'll have one building on the horizon which is really detailed, and that's the kind of juxtaposition I wanted to capture here.
This is the piece of work that I have created during lockdown. It's a graphic novel called Monty's Will, and I created it for my extended project qualification for A-levels. It took me probably overall about a year, including planning and story, whittling down, illustration, and then pen, and then I used Quink ink for half of it, and for the other half I used Inktense paint. And then I mixed the two a little bit as well. This was a really good project for me to do during lockdown. It was a great way to distract myself and focus on something. And I'm really happy with the finished product. I'm glad that I've got something that I can show off and hold, and it's whole and it's finished, it's completed, and I'm very proud of it. I didn't create the book, but I painted it and I got some help and bookbinded it together. This was already sort of a loose book cover, like a dust cover sort of thing. So yeah, that's my product.
In lockdown, amongst other things, I've been working on a long-term project called Dark Splendor, which is a short film that I've been working on, heavily inspired by the American filmmaker David Lynch, who works in this very dark and surreal and disturbing style. So it's allowed me to experiment a lot in editing and sound, which has been really interesting for the first time. So I've been doing lots of things with layering images and changing of colour to make different atmospheres and all sorts of surreal and experimental things that I'd never really tried before. I started filming it around the start of lockdown and then continued for about a month, slowly building up clips and then editing them into the whole film basically, until I finally had a product that I was really happy with.
At the start of lockdown I actually set up my own website, which I've been meaning to do for a while, so I think that should be linked somewhere with this video. But then I've been doing a print of Manchester Piccadilly Station. It's in 3 colours and it's a lino print, so it's like a triptych, but also some, like, they can be individual prints as well. So I actually took the photos for this print about a year ago, but never got around to doing it, so I thought that now with all this free time it would be like the best opportunity to do it. I chose the station because it's always full of people that just pass through in a hurry and I'm always like on their way to do something and never really like get to appreciate how nice it actually is to look at. So doing the lino print just allowed me to see all the little details that I would usually miss and things, which I really liked. So yeah, in total it probably took me about 5 hours to do the sketch and then the cutting and the printing, but an enjoyable 5 hours.
I'd probably describe my own style as organised chaos. It's probably the best way of putting it. I really like subverting the audience's expectations and making really interesting twists and really dark stories.
So my style, I'd probably say it's quite varied because I love to do art in not just lino cutting, like a lot of different medium, but my printing style I'd probably say is quite raw and natural, but I guess they're kind of nice words to describe messy a bit.
For my personal style, when looking at this piece, I'd say the thing I preferred doing the most was this, but this bit alone took me at least 10 hours. I can't actually recall how long the full piece took, but it took a long time. I'm glad I got it finished, but it was really fun to do at the same time.
I would say my style is is very illustrative and quite graphic sometimes. I love art, I've always loved art, I've always done it in my spare time for enjoyment, and I've taken it every opportunity at school. I'm going to study it in September. I'm going to do a art foundation course.
This is one of the reasons I really like art. You can just do so many wacky, stupid things with it like that, and it still looks great.
And there's this just amazing feeling from making films that I get. It's like a anxious, nervous, exciting feeling just all the way through. It's just almost addictive at points. It just drives me to do everything, so I just continue to do it. That's how I got into art, basically.